Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Ninja Knight. Make sure you like the video, make sure you share the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I've dropped my Patreon link down in the description below if you'd like to join me there. Thank you. So today we have images courtesy of Kremzik Reviews, and this is of Transformers Kingdom Fossilizer Paleotrex or Paleo-T-Rex. We will have to wait for official Hasbro jargon for that one to see how we pronounce this one. This is an interesting looking figure. This is the first time we've seen a skeletal based design in a Transformers main line. Yes, we've had a skeletal type of Transformer come before that wasn't really a Transformer in Transmutate. So this is something I think that this could factor into the story elements of this character and these characters, because allegedly there is more than one fossilizer. This character is pretty interesting given the fact it looks to be a T-Rex and is at a deluxe size. It's quite interesting given the fact that we already know that Megatron is allegedly coming as a T-Rex as a leader class. So this is kind of strange to see a T-Rex character come as a deluxe class, but nonetheless I think that this is just being used to give the characters bone armor and bone weapons. It's a very interesting way of looking at things, and I'm very curious to see what Hasbro say about this, why they've chosen to do this. We know that we've had strange decisions in the past with Hasbro, and I mean, when you're looking at Transformers like the cassettes, for example, of course, they don't make too much sense, but seeing a skeletal based Transformer is a very strange thing to see, and it's quite an oddity because we are used to characters being quite built up and not seeing, pardon the pun, the bare bones of characters. This looks nice. I think the sculpt work looks very nice. The bones look very, very nice. I like the detailing, the paint on it as well too. It looks old, it looks dusty. It looks like it's been sitting somewhere within rock and soil for a very long time. I like the look of this. I am very curious to see what this is like in hand. The next image I'm going to show is pretty interesting, and that is of the robot mode. So like the weaponizers that we've had seen in the Transformers Siege line, these guys split apart and become sort of bone armor for the characters, but they also have a robot mode, which is very welcome to see as well too. I like that idea. Here we have the arms, and we have what seems to be absolutely gigantic hands, so it's no surprise to see that the feet become the hands, which is something I suppose within the Beast Wars line we've seen plenty of, and it seems to be carrying over here. The gigantic hands though look pretty comical given the fact the character is pretty slim all round. I'm going to zoom in on this picture because there's something very interesting about this picture. The head, I like the head, and I think the head looks very interesting. It lacks, in my opinion, a little bit of character, so I would be curious to see if this is a visor that might flip down over the eyes to give it a little bit more character. The head looks very generic in my opinion. The face sculpt particularly looks very, very generic, but I think that that is something that we can expect from a character that literally turns into bone. What we see here on the chest, which I've spotted, is a Predacon symbol. So Predacons, as we know, are the enemies of the Maximals, and the Maximals have a green sign that looks kind of like a wolf. The Predacons here have a very purple bug-like design for their faction symbol, so it seems like Paleotrex here is in fact a Predacon. Is that a surprise given the fact he is a T-Rex? Not really, because that is how Transformers Beast Wars went along. The Predacons were generally animals that were very, pardon the pun again, predatory, versus the Maximals that were more mammal type characters for the most part. Obviously you have Tigertron that is more of a predator, but he is a mammal. We're seeing a massive piece of the back that just becomes sort of a gun slash sword, so it's very interesting to see what they decide to do with that. And I'm looking forward to seeing if this character does indeed connect with the Beast Wars characters. Is there ports for him to attach to them? Now I'm saying him, it is very possible that this character is a female also, because with the weird looking design, this character could legitimately be anything. It could be a female or a male character, so I will be excited to see what the bio does say on this character. I think that this looks very interesting. The more images I see of this character, the more intrigued I am, and the more intrigued I am to have a look and have this in hand and see what it's like. It's a very unique and odd design, and I think that that really speaks to me because I quite like the unique and odd designs within Transformers. This is a character that I think If successful, I think Hasbro will make more of these characters, and given that the weaponizers were so successful, I think that you could really see plenty of these fossilizers come in this line. What do you think about this new line of fossilizers from Hasbro? Will you be picking them up? Will you be purchasing characters that are, pardon the pun, but skin on bone, or just bone? This is very interesting stuff. They are the bare bones of the line, and they are bone. Will you be purchasing this? Is this something that you might pass on, given the fact that it looks pretty plain? Is this something that you could use perhaps maybe as a dead character? And do you think that this could be possibly Hasbro's way of incorporating Transmutate into the main line? Because given the fact in Transformers Beast Wars we have seen Transmutate wasn't able to fully take a form and tried to transform and ended up being destroyed. This is a character I think that could be in that same realm of possibility, that this could be a defective stasis pod, a defective character that had to scan something and it just scanned bone. It's a very interesting story point, I find, and if it follows something similar to Transmutate, I think that this could have a lot of heart to it, because the Transmutate episode was certainly up there amongst some of the best written stuff within the Transformers universe. I personally think that Beast Wars was the pinnacle of writing. It was fantastic in my opinion. Do you agree? I would love to hear if you agree the same, or are you G1 all the way, or afterwards. I think Transformers Animated was also incredibly well written. I'm going to leave the video there. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, really helps out. Make sure you drop a comment on the video. I would love to hear if you're going to pick this up, or is this something that you're going to pass on and maybe focus on other characters like Cheetor, Rat Trap, Rhinox, Optimus Primal, Megatron, Warpath, and the other characters that are going to be coming out within that line. Gonna leave it there. Good luck.